Welcome to Thomistic Womanhood. In today's video, this is going to be kind of more like a series announcement. So we are going to be doing a series of different videos. I have been asked about like male psychology and like attracting men and stuff. And I definitely think that's an important area of life. And I'm going to start doing a series of videos where we talk about how to be attractive. You know, there's a lot of like femininity channels on YouTube. While they're important, I do feel like there's some things they're missing. And we're going to kind of talk about that in this series. It's going to be a bunch of videos. It's going to take a while. And what I'm doing is we're going to focus on basically, you know, what is the ideal woman? And it's going to be kind of more like self-improvement, you know? It's not just attracting men, it's you want to be, you know, an attractive woman, you know, so that you attract many men and then you can pick the one you like the best. And this is something, it's not necessarily like a gimmick, you know? This is something where, again, it's like self-development. You want to become the best person you can be, and you want to be that for the rest of your life. You know, this isn't something that you just do, get a guy, and then change. So that's what we're going to be talking about. And we're going to be framing it around what is known as Transcendentals. So there is a concept in philosophy, because again, this is Thomistic Womanhood. We're kind of a philosophical channel here. And there is something known, Aristotle talked about this, St. Thomas talks about this, but there is like this three aspects to reality, and it's beauty, truth, and goodness. And these are they're called Transcendentals because they transcend everything else in reality. These are like the most core aspects. Everything in reality that we gravitate toward, you know, as human beings is either beautiful, true, or good. And often it's a mixture of all three because they will often overlap. And so I think as a woman, this has a lot of lessons for us, because as human beings, deep within our psyche, our human nature, by our nature, we are inclined toward the true, the good, and the beautiful. And so as a woman, if you can be, you know, a beautiful, true, good woman, then men are going to be very attracted to you on a very deep level. Because again, you'll be tapping into something that is very, very deep in like the core of humanity's being. This is not, you know, and this is not something that's like, it's not just psychology, you know, because psychology they don't really recognize a human nature. They do sort of, you know, when they talk about like the subconscious and like how people think. But this is something that all the ancient philosophers knew about. They knew that these were things that were like literally hooked up in the core of our being and that we're designed to be attracted to and want on a very deep level. So we're going to be talking about that as it pertains womanhood, you know, as it pertains to being attractive and everything. And so obviously beauty, you know, we all know that men are attracted to beauty, and beauty is, you know, St. Thomas defines beauty as that which pleases upon being seen. And so, you know, there's a certain radiance to it. There's a certain symmetry. When somebody's face, they've done studies, you know, your face is like mathematically symmetrical, you'll be beautiful. So there's that. And then there's truth, you know, when what is outside the mind corresponds to what is inside the mind, you know. So as a woman, there's a certain authenticity you need to have, you know, to attract a man. People always say be yourself. And that's true, but there is also a certain ideal, you know, of what it means to be a woman and what it means to be a man. And we all have these like deep expectations, almost like archetypal expectations of the opposite sex. And there is a certain truth in that. And so that's what I'm saying is there is a truth of femininity that you need to develop if you want to attract a man. And then the last one is goodness. You know, obviously, you have to be good. There has to be a certain kindness and a certain lovingness and sweetness to your personality. And there has to be a certain virtue. Well, no healthy guy wants a woman who, you know, she's got all these addictions, she sleeps around like crazy, you know, she has no virtue whatsoever, can't keep a secret. And men that are like that, you know, us women, we don't want a man like that. We want some goodness to him too, you know, we want him to be reliable and kind to us. And so that is just kind of a sampling of what I'm going to talk about, because it's a very broad topic. It's going to span a lot of videos. Now, in between, I'll still do videos about other things. I'm not going to let this series like completely take up the channel, but I do think it's a topic that I have a lot of interest in. And it is a topic that I tend to get a lot of questions about. When it comes to like dating and attraction and all that, I do tend to get the most comments and questions about that. So that is what we'll get into here, and we'll just kind of delve into that topic. So I hope you like it. It'll be coming up soon. And so if you have any questions or comments or anything in particular you want to know under that topic, feel free to leave a comment below. And if that's something you're interested in, feel free to subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. So that'll be that, and have a good one.